Alright, so good evening everyone, as I'm trying to switch over to HDMI because I only have one monitor here. Let me get into my seat. Embrace the squeakiness. Never mind, I didn't want to squeak. So we have a bit of a interesting lifetime challenge. This is the Afeela Cup. It's basically just a regular time trial. I was looking at the details for this time trial challenge, and as far as I know, you don't win anything if you finish in the top. There is something else from the Afeela thing where it's like if you submit like a photo to Twitter or Instagram and use like the right tags, and if they choose you, you win like a $10 gift card. So there's that. But that's like, it's like if you want to do it, then you can do it. But yeah, the other weird thing, well, the weirdest thing is that this is only exclusive to those in Japan and the United States, which is why if you look at their leaderboard, you're only going to see people from Japan and the United States. You know, it's mostly Japanese, and there's like a couple sprinkles of Americans here. Yeah, I haven't touched it. I think I found out about this lifetime challenge like last night before I was going to bed. And I was like, huh, I guess I'll give this a go tomorrow night, which is tonight. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this going, yeah. It's gonna be a very quiet lifetime challenge because the Afeela is an EV. It has also been a while since I've been on the setup, since I've last used the wheel. The last time was almost a week ago when I was recording this stuff for the final Nations Cup round. Okay, this car is letting me know that this car is pretty heavy. Who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought? Yeah, so it's been a while, and I also feel kind of rusty. It's like when I finished doing the editing. Well, yeah, I guess you could say when I finished the editing for the Nations Cup round, was it the final Nations Cup round? I feel like in a way I kind of just fell off the face of the earth, because after that I was just like, I'm so tired. And especially after like how hectic of a week it was at work last week, I was kind of just like, I just want to do nothing and I want to talk to no one. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy week at work. There was just like a lot of things going on, so that kind of drained me. And then trying to record this stuff, and what was round 5 of the Nations Cup? I'm trying to remember what that one was. Was that the F3500A at? No, that was Suzuka. Suzuka was round 5. That one was also, yeah, I want to say that one was a bit difficult to record because the X2019 and I, we never get along. Okay, that was pretty early in the breaks. Never mind. Yes, that one was a bit of a struggle because I was having a bit of consistency issues. So like I was not as consistent as I would like to be for when I was doing the round 5 guide. But eventually I was able to get something decent. And I was like, all right, I gotta make a guide now, because why did I just go for track? Anyways, so I was like, all right, I'll just go with that, because I think how long was that race? Was that race like 40-ish minutes, almost 40-ish minutes? And I was running out of time. Round 6, down was a bit of a weird one. I mean, the strategy was pretty straightforward, but just trying to record it was the difficult part, because okay, so over here in the Americas, or at least in my region, time zone. So I'm in the Pacific time zone. The finals time slot starts at 9 p.m. And that was for that Wednesday. So like just after the final stop for round 5 starts, that's when the new one shows up for round 6. And I knew I was going to be very busy that Thursday. So I was kind of thinking, like, man, I'm probably not going to have time to edit the video. So basically Wednesday night, so from like 9 p.m. to basically midnight, that was the only time I had to try to get like a decent lap time for the lap guide, and then try to do a decent run. So I was like, man, like this run is gonna be extremely sloppy, but I just hope I don't bin it. Because if I bin it, I have to start all over again, and I'm gonna be very upset. Luckily, I didn't bin it. I almost binned it 2 or 3 times. But I was like, well, I could go back and try to get a better run, but I think it was already midnight. And I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. So that's what I did. Got the run done, went to bed. This car's very quiet. But yeah, so that it was a bit of a struggle, but we got it done. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm happy about that. I just wish there was more time so I could at least refine my runs a bit better. Which is why I would have liked it a lot better if the races were just like 1 race per week. We'd have plenty of time to practice. I'd have plenty of time to record this stuff and have it in a way that I would personally like a lot more. It's like better lap times and better simulation runs, and it does not feel as rushed. Because at that point it's like, all right, cool, I got an entire week instead of like 3 days. No, I think sometimes it's like 3 days. The ones where it's like where the races were on Saturday, that one just felt like I had no time, because I basically only have a few hours to try to figure everything out. And sometimes it was not fun. I think, what was it, the St. Croix round with the F3500A? That one was brutal. I'm breaking way too late for this turn. Yeah, because that one, I just kept binning it. I kept binning it during the first stint, so I didn't have a clear idea of what the strategy was. until like very late into the night. When I finally got an idea of what needed to be done. It also didn't help that because work was also pretty crazy the past couple weeks. I'd already be feeling it, like I'd be feeling pretty tired when I come home and then I was like, well, I gotta try to get these guys done and hopefully not doze off. And just try to lock in. You really don't get to turn, do you? Still, we got it done. Although I think the lack of sleep kind of got to me. Because this last weekend I was supposed to go do a couple things, but after all that happened at work and trying to record this stuff, I was just like, I just don't want to talk to anyone, and I just want to sleep in. Sleep in and play Skyrim. Skyrim and American Truck Sim. That's basically all I did last weekend, and it was honestly fantastic. And recently I've picked up Skyrim again, and it's all coming back to me, like how much fun I've had with that game, especially I think I first started playing it when I was in uni, and it was a load of fun when I first played it. And then finally got to play it, or got to try it out on the PC. That was a lot of fun, and I'm still having fun, so I'm very happy about that. I do apologize, but I can't read your messages right away. I have the phone all the way to my right, so it's kind of out of sight. But I do want to say hi. I love the videos. 123rd in his time trial before work. Heck yeah! And thank you for your comments. Thank you for the kind words. I'm still trying to figure this car out. Where am I at now? I am 541st and I'm already in gold. So, doing good. I gotta find out how to shave off, 2 seconds? If I can get it to 10 tonight, I'll be pretty happy about that. I don't know if I'll be able to get a low to 10. I think that's something I'll be able to do, probably later on, but definitely probably not tonight. If I could do it tonight, I'd be very surprised. Because when I wasn't doing the guides, I was basically just staying away from GT7. Because I was honestly afraid that I'd burn out while trying to do the guides and then just doing more GT7 stuff. So I was like, yeah, when I'm not recording this stuff, I'm just gonna stay away and play other games and hopefully maintain that bit of sanity. But I actually think that kind of helps. I feel like it helped in a way. The difficult part about this time travel, because I like to rely on the noise, like the engine sounds, to get an idea of if I'm putting in too much power or things like that. I was like, this one, you just press down the throttle and you hear nothing. So it's just a quiet, weird experience. While I try to figure this out. just had to touch the wall. And luckily, I mean, we have 2 weeks, about 2 weeks to try to get the best time we can. Not that it's going to get us anything, but it'd be fun to try. That and you can't go wrong with Child Mountain. I like Child Mountain. Although the Afeela, that one, I'm a little reserved. Is reserved the right word for it? No, I'm kind of just like, eh. Yeah, I don't not like it, but I don't, you know, I just feel neutral about this car. It's just, eh. That would have been a 212.2. So that would have been half a second faster. I think I've mentioned this before. I have seen the Afeela in person before. There's a, I don't know if they're still there, but I know Afeela set up like a little, I don't know if shop is the right word to put it. But it's like they were at a mall nearby. And I guess there was like a vacant spot, so Afeela took it up to display this car, the Afeela 1. And they had like a little party. So I was like, yeah, I'll show up. See what it's all about. And yeah, so they had this car. Okay, that didn't feel too bad. And they let you get in there. They let you try a couple things out with the Afeela. So that was all right. You know, nice little experience. Surprisingly, up to this point, I've never been inside of an EV. So it's my first time being inside one, just like seeing, I guess, like the quirks. I think it's possible to actually play PlayStation games inside the Afeela, which is hilarious. Because I remember, what was it, like the LED dashboard, like it goes all the way across the dashboard. And I remember seeing like a whole bunch of apps. You know, kind of like what you see on like on the home screen on your phone. Think of it like that. So that if you want to activate Google Maps, then you just tap on the Maps icon, and it'll load up Google Maps, and you can tell it to basically show Google Maps on like pretty much most of the dashboard. So you can get like a gigantic map, which I thought was interesting. You can also tell it to fire Crunchyroll, which I thought was also interesting. And then I remember seeing, I'll worship that term. And then I remember seeing the PlayStation Share app, or not the Share app, but what was it, the remote play. And I was like, if you could actually play PlayStation games inside the Afeela, that'd be pretty hilarious. It's like, just imagine it's like you're on a road trip, and then you're like, I want to take a break, so you go to like a rest stop, you pull out the controller and you just play games inside the Afeela, like in that car's dashboard. Be quite the experience. Also, again, I apologize for not reading the messages so soon. I'll talk a bit more about the Afeela in just a moment. By the way, before I go on, I just want to say that I am not sponsored. This is me rambling about the time I got to check out the Afeela in person. And it was kind of by chance. Like, I just got lucky that they were doing like a little pop-up store somewhat near me. Driving around electric cars is the last thing I want to do. Yeah. The reason why I'm driving electric cars is because there's like a Afeela time trial challenge that Afeela set up. So I'm like, I might as well give it a go. So I'll probably, well, I'm going to be doing this tonight, and then after that, I'm probably not going to touch this time trial again. First time I tried, I was throwing around like a drift. Ooh. I'll definitely have to just... Yeah, I'll definitely have fun trying to chuck it around here. Yeah. Want to shift. Dude, I've been getting that urge. It's like, oh yeah, I want to shift. It does nothing. That, and yeah, I haven't been on this game too much, like outside of recording stuff for the GTWS, so I'm a little bit on the rusty side. But yeah, so what was I saying? What was I saying? I also found out that there's actually going to be, like, you know how they have like different trims of like different models? I found out that this car does have a variant of like it's a trim. I'm overshooting this turn again. So this one that we have here in GT7 is like the premium one. The only way I was able to tell which one is which is if the back seats have like the TV screens. If it doesn't have the TV screens, then that's the base model. That's the only way I was able to tell. Oh, actually, there was a second way. The wheels. Because I think with the premium one, like you were able to choose between like two different wheels, whereas with the base one, you only had like one option. That was all I was able to tell in terms of like what's the difference between like the standard and the premium one. So quiet. I know they mentioned something about like an AI assistant. That was not active when I want to go check it out. I don't think I've heard anything about that. Like ever since that day. So I kind of wonder if they're even going to go through with it. Not that I care. I can't even afford this car. I found out how much it cost, and I was like, "Oh lordy, you are going to be expensive." Like if I remember correctly, the base model goes for like $85,000. And then this one, like the premium one, goes for like about $100K. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm sorry, but that's gonna be a hard pass. Ooh, getting really close to the walls. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Is like, that's one thing I'm also like kind of wondering is like, who exactly is this car marketed to? Because I generally don't know. Definitely not me. I can tell you that. Okay, now I'm braking too early. I'll take that, I guess. Oh, you're just understeering. Nice. Yeah, so that's something I'm wondering. It's like, who is this car marketed to? I just don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. I did a challenge too, almost shifting all the time. That's me trying to shift. Go down a gear! I should check and see where I'm at now, but I also just want to focus a bit more on just trying to chip away the times. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did something extremely weird today. So, have you guys ever gone to the movies after work? Because I did that today. It was like right after work, I went to the movies. I went to the movie theater, and it just felt so strange. Because normally it's like when I'm done with work, I just want to go home, so I just drive home. But it's like this time it's like, no, we're gonna go see a movie. What the experience I can say that. Like, it's something I normally, I mean, even if I was like a huge like movie goer, it's just something I can't see myself doing, but I did it anyways today. It's mainly because there was, I think it's like a limited showing. So I don't think it's going to be around for much longer. Oh, that's very late on the brakes. Yeah, because there was the Uma Musume movie, and that's like something that I've been playing the game for a while now. Like what do you call it, the mobile game? I've been playing it for a while now. And then I found out, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna show the movie here in the States. And then I think I heard that I was only going to be there for like a week. Don't quote me on that though. I was going to go last weekend, but again, it's like because of all the shenanigans at work and then just wanting to sleep in and not talk to anyone. I ended up not going last weekend, which I think was for the best, because I think last weekend was when everyone went to go see it. So when I went today after work, the movie theater was basically empty. I think there was only like 3 other people that were in that movie room with me. So basically we basically had the entire theater to ourselves. We could basically just sit wherever we want, which is great. So I decided to just sit in the center of the movie room. I'm being late on the brakes again. Yeah, and honestly, I had a good time. I think this is the very first time I've ever gone to the movies by myself. It's like all the other times I've gone to the movies, I just go with my brother or my dad, but I went by myself this time because I really wanted to see the movie, and the only time they were showing the movie was like right after work. So I think they only had one showing today. And I think it's going to be similar tomorrow, and after that I couldn't see if they were going to show on Thursday or Friday or onwards. So I kind of just said, screw it, let's go watch it. I don't care if I'm going by myself. I want to go experience the movie in the theaters before it goes away forever. Honestly, like I would say try it out, because it's just like, you know, it's just you know, it's like you get to enjoy we just don't gotta worry about anyone. It's just you, yourself, and all the popcorn you're about to eat. Try to toss around a bit more. The only thing is that if I get on the throttle, the car's going to want to understeer a bit more, so that's something that I got to be careful of. It's just going to take a while to get used to the lack of sound. So it's like, it's a little difficult to kind of know what I'm getting myself into. Am I putting too much power? Am I putting not enough? I don't know. The only way I'll find out is if I'm about to hit a wall. At least if the car was telling me that I was like doing too much or I'm about to spin out, at least I know. This and not really. Pretty sloppy on the brakes. Somehow up. My goodness. Or actually, no, that's not my ghost. Is that my ghost? I'm just driving around at this point. I would say, at least okay, not gonna lie, at least a nice thing about doing this time trial, just in general, is that I feel like I'm just driving around. Not, how do I say this? I don't know, it just feels like I'm driving around with not, I mean, yeah, I do have a goal in mind, like trying to get a 210, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like I have a goal in mind. I feel like I'm just driving around. You guys ever get that feeling? Where it's just like, while you are trying to like achieve something, it also feels like you're just driving around having a good time. I feel like in a way that's me, and I think that's great. At least a 210 is possible tonight. That's kind of what I've been doing with American Truck Sim. I just drive around. It's just like, man, that was great. I did nothing. I would even though it's not a driving game, Skyrim, I feel that way about it too. Like last weekend, like I was doing a session in Skyrim where I was trying to like gather ingredients for potions. So all I did for like 2 hours was just gather flowers and butterflies. Yeah, I was basically just running around Whiterun. And it's like I didn't really do much, but I felt fulfilled, and I felt like I actually enjoyed it, even though I wasn't really doing jack squat. I feel like those moments, like, don't take those moments for granted. I don't know. It probably sounds weird, but it's like it's just something I was thinking about the other day. Like you don't really do much, or like you're trying to achieve something, but it doesn't feel like you're really like trying hard, or it's like it just feels like you're just vibing around while working towards your objective if you have one, and it just feels great. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. 92, yes. Yeah, I've had those moments. I want to say there's like a time where I think what's that one? It's one of the single player events in GT7. I think it's like the historic one where it's like 580 performance points with like cars from I think it's like 1989. There was a time where I would just tune up a bunch of cars and just that's the wheel. Sending it a bit too hard. Yeah, so I would just tune up a bunch of cars and then just throw it around there and just see how they perform. I wouldn't really be measuring it by any sort of metric because I kind of just wasn't really doing it. I just wanting to see like it's like how does it perform? I mean they'll beat the AI because I know the AI are pretty slow, and I think a lot of them are just like default setup. It just felt nice. In a way, I'm kind of feeling that with this time trial. I mean, yes, I know it's the Afeela. I'm not the biggest fan of the Afeela, but still feels nice. Kind of just driving around. As you can probably tell, I am turning into a casual player. It's probably a good thing that I'm not as hardcore into this game as I was years ago. Need to retry. I feel like if I was still like really hardcore at this point, I feel like I'd be like a much angrier person. I mean, I still have moments where it's like I feel grumpy. I feel like it would have been worse. Maybe that's. And then I know lately I've been getting the urge to want to try a couple silly things here in GT7, which is nice. Or just drive around, which is also nice. I've kind of just needed this, like after recording for the Nations Cup, I kind of just need that little break. Just so it doesn't feel like I'm like forcing myself to do this, to play this game. Then at least just driving around in time trial, I feel like that's my happy place. Because like, yeah, you're competing against yourself at like the fastest times, but it's just like something about it just feels nice. Unless if it's the X2019, that car can go screw itself, but. I feel like I'm not really. It feels so weird saying this, but it feels like I'm not really a sport mode person. I mean, I know there's a sport mode, but it's basically time trial. But like online racing, I feel like that's not really my thing anymore. Because like I've tried to kind of just motivate myself to do like an online race, like in sport mode. So like doing like one of the daily races, because like, let's say like daily race series like this, I think it looks alright. And I was thinking about it, it's like, hey, maybe I should do it. Just trying to motivate myself to do it, but it's like I just can't bring myself to actually do it. It's like the furthest I'll probably go is just do time trial and that's it. I just have a hard time just trying to get myself to actually enter a race. What did I hit? Why is my time red? What did I hit? Did I hear that GTA has started development? I have not heard that. That is news to me. I would imagine that they would have started development a while back. But if it's like official that they started development like now, then it's like, oh, that is news to me. That is definitely news to me. I remember it was like the last things I've heard that are Gran Turismo related. That there's that one, what's it, the Xiaomi car, like the concept car that's coming to GT7 at some point, I believe. I don't know. I kind of just saw, I was like, yeah. It just moved on to the next post on Twitter. What else? What was something else? This time child, that was also something that popped up on my radar that caught my eye. And then just keeping tabs on what's going on in the Nations Cup. Just because I want to see like who qualified, and that's kind of it. Yeah, I know back then, like I would keep close tabs on everything Gran Turismo related, but nowadays it's just like, I'll only keep tabs on like the main stuff, so like the new daily races or new lap time challenge, or anything that's like that really catches my interest. Other than that, I feel like that would have been a great 210 right there. I feel like that would have been a 210 if I didn't overshoot the turn. But yeah, I haven't been paying that much attention, which is probably bad. The same goes with Bob. I know back then I used to keep a much better eye on like cars that are like good or not. But nowadays it's just like I wouldn't know. I think what caught me by surprise is like when I heard that for this week's Daily Race C that the Supra is the go-to car. I didn't really expect it to be that good. I thought it was gonna be like something else, but that kind of tells you how little attention I've been paying to GT7 stuff, because I'm kind of just trying not to think about it too much, which sounds weird, but it's kind of for my own sanity's sake. It wouldn't surprise me if kind of wonder if it's like something relating to because I think I remember seeing a post from someone say that PD was hiring someone for something, but I didn't pay that much attention to it and scrolled past it. I wonder if it's that, but actually, it wouldn't surprise me if it's for that. I remember a friend of mine tried to apply to PD once. I don't think he got accepted or interviewed. I never followed up on that to see if PD ever replied to him about it. I'm gonna go on another limb and say no. Brakes? What were brakes? Overshot it. I was trying to be really careful there because I don't want to understeer. Now I gotta be careful here because I know I'm probably gonna overshoot this braking point once again. If I'm not overshooting it, I'm undershooting. It wouldn't surprise me if it was like a job posting that someone spotted to basically confirm that GTA is in development. But I feel like it would have been in development for a while now. I feel like it would have been very strange. Yeah, I feel like it'd be strange to start development now instead of like a couple years ago. Then again, this is PD. They make the weirdest decisions at times. Water. Anyways. Ooh. Before I forget, I need to talk to you guys about something. So, this is gonna be between me and the six of you. This is gonna be our little secret, okay? Alright. So, for those I don't know, because I don't have the camera on, the wheel I have is a Fanatec CSL Elite. Same goes with the pedals. Right now, it is mounted to a placing challenge. So it's like a foldable racing seat. Before, why did I mess it up? Before I got the Fanatec, the previous wheel I had and the pedals was a Logitech G29 and a G29 and a G923. They're basically the same thing. I think one of them like does like a couple of things differently. They're basically the same wheel. I still have the pedals and the wheel for the Logitech with me, the G923. I still have those with me. I also happen to live in a room that is probably smaller than a prison cell. So space is a premium. So I need a racing seat that folds, which is where the pacing challenge comes in. So it folds when not in use, which is great. However, with the Logitech, like if that's mounted, the pacing challenge folds very neatly to where it's nearly flat, and I could basically just like tuck it away in a lot of places, which means more space in this room. However, with the Fanatec, as much as I love this wheel because it's responsive, it has like good force feedback, is an absolute unit. Same goes with the pedals. They are big, they are heavy, and on the placing challenge, they don't fold all the way. For the longest time, I've only folded up the pedals, but I recently found out that it's like if you kind of force it, you can have nearly the entire thing fold. However, because the Fanatec is bulky and heavy, trying to fold it up and store it away is a bit of a pain in the butt. So, with that said, I have been extremely tempted lately to downgrade to the Logitech. Mostly because I want more space in this damn room. So it's like with the Logitech, I can easily fold it. I can easily fold the Placey Challenge all the way and tuck it away basically anywhere I want. Does it sound like a crazy idea? Probably. Does it sound stupid? Probably. But in my mind, it makes sense. I thought I was going to get away with that. So it's like, yes, I'm going to be losing some of the force feedback that I get from the Fanatec. But I get more space to play with whenever I'm not using the Logitech, and it's a lot easier to fold and store away. And I think it's one less cable. I think now to like manage. I think because what I have, okay, so like with Fanatec, I have the pedals cable that goes to the base. I have the USB that goes to the PlayStation. I have the power supply. Oh, never mind. I think they're about the same. I think the system with the Logitech is like it's somewhat slightly easy to manage. Maybe I'm just mixing things up, but the main thing is storing the Logitech when I'm on use on the Placey Challenge is a lot easier, and I can reliably have a lot more space whenever I'm not on the wheel. However, it doesn't end there. That was very close. If I do decide to switch to the Logitech, I need to get new parts. Because, for those that don't know, the Logitech, the pedals on the Logitech, they use potentiometers. So think of it as like, you know, like the volume knob, like on the radios. Those use potentiometers. Same goes with like the joysticks, like under the joysticks on the controller, they use potentiometers. So that one's a bit different. So those potentiometers on the Logitech suck. I've actually gone through multiple G29s and a G923, and each time that I use them, something goes wrong with the potentiometer where I get the dreaded flickering of death. And even if I try to clean them, it wouldn't work. I think like right as I got the Fanatec, the pedals completely died on the Logitech. So actually, I still have those pedals because so this is what, like 2022. I ended up ordering like potentiometer replacements that would last a lot longer, but I never got around to putting it on because the Fanatec showed up. So if I go the Logitech route again, I would need to buy new potentiometers to replace the old ones with, and I would need to probably buy a brake mod so it feels like the brake pedal feels like a load cell again. That was very close. I don't know, it's just something I've been really thinking about, and I've been extremely tempted on doing. Like, it feels like every day I'm getting closer and closer to pulling the trigger to actually switch everything out once. Oh yeah, by the way, have I told you that I already bought the parts and I'm waiting for them to show up? Because every day I'm getting closer and closer to actually, what do you call it, pulling through with it, pushing through with it, and switching to a Logitech. Does it sound idiotic? Probably. But then again, I'm a person that likes to do stupid ideas. If I get like a really stupid idea, there's a chance I may actually do it. Ask me what was the reason why I started to do like the 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer races, and maybe want to do a half marathon sometime this year. And I'll tell you this, it has very little to do with me wanting to get healthier. I mean, although I do want to do that, but it doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with a very stupid reason. Don't ask me that question. Another G29, plan on getting DD7. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to get myself a DD. I've heard good things about him, and it sounds slightly embarrassing to say. I kind of wouldn't even know where to start. Like if there was a day where I wanted to switch to a DD, I wouldn't know where to start. Like, do I want Fanatec? Do I want... Does Thrustmaster have direct drive wheels? They probably do, but I don't know because I don't pay attention to that. I know Logitech, I think they have a direct drive now, but I mean, I don't want to have like 3 wheels here. You get spaces at premium. That was a terrible turn. Because I have the Fanatec here that I'm using. The Logitech, the wheelbase is actually above me. It's like on a shelf. And the pedals are somewhere behind me. So it's like, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a third wheel, but that's going to cost money, and I don't know where I'm going to put it. And I'm kind of scared to know how much it'll cost to get a DD set up, which is why probably for a very long time I'm just going to have to rely on the Fanatec and the Logitech once I get it up and running again. I actually hope that the wheelbase still works, because I haven't touched the wheelbase since 2022 for the Logitech. So there's probably quite a bit of dust in there, and I hope it still works. I might actually try to open it up and see if I can dust it off. And for the 80th time, oh my god, I keep overshooting this turn. I keep thinking he's like, oh yeah, this is the right place to brake, and it's not. But yeah, so that's my situation right now. The parts for the Logitech are coming in soon. I don't know exactly when, because they're coming in from the UK. But yeah, every day, as much as I love using this Fanatec, I get more and more tempted to just downgrade, so I can have a bit more storage space whenever I'm not using it. I thought that at first it felt like a great turn, and then I realized, oh, I'm on the steering. I'm on the steering into that wall. And how did I go to the top? That's the thing. It's like when I had the Logitech, I had a great time with it. The only thing I just didn't like about the Logitech was that the pedals sucked with the potentiometers, because they kept dying a death to me. The funny part is that I believe the pedals on this Fanatec are also potentiometers, and I've had zero issues with them. And I've been using, and especially like 2022 to maybe like 2024, I was using them a lot. And they're still fine. I think I only had like one. I was late again. I think I only had like one time where it flickered for like a little bit. So then I just sprayed like a little bit of the electric cleaner, and it worked again. I never had that happen with the Logitech. I finally improved my time. It's still not a 210. But once I get the parts and install it on the Logitech, then it's like, then we're gonna be set for a long time. Because I believe with the potentiometers that I got that are on the way to me, I believe they're actually enclosed, so I don't have to worry about dust getting into it. And I think the way it's structured, it's like it'll last a lot longer, which is great. And I hope they last for many years to come. If the panels on this Fanatec have been able to last nearly 4 years, then I hope I can say the same about the ones on the Logitech that are coming in. Ooh, the Moser. I've heard of that brand before, but I don't know what they're like. And yeah, this thing's like, it's $400. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Honestly, like a lot of money and a big commitment. So it's just like, you gotta like really think about it. Be like, do I really want to do this? I'm honestly happy that I kept one of the Logitechs here, because I almost threw all of them away. I ended up keeping one, just one. And 2026 me is giving thanks to the 2022 me for keeping him. That was terrible. Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about. I'm tempted to do it. But it's something I'm going to be sleeping on for a while. And I can tell you this, if I do a live stream without the camera and you hear a whole bunch of gears grinding with each other, you can probably take that as a sign that I switched to the Logitech. And then with the Fanatec, I'll just keep it as like a backup. However, one thing that I will miss from the Fanatec are the stickers that I put on it. I have like 3 stickers on it. They're like cute, and I'm gonna be a little sad not to see them. But if I have to fall back onto the Fanatec, then I can easily just pull these guys out and use them again. That was definitely a turn of all time. It would be nice if there was like a way to just like try it out beforehand, like do like a little test drive. Unfortunately, that probably involves us buying it and then trying to return it if we don't like it. I don't want to do that. For now, I'll just stick with these guys until they're stuff, gears, belt falls off. I know that Fanatec's belt dripping. That's why I just don't quite see myself upgrading or getting a new wheel anytime soon. It just feels like it's a lot to ask. Shoot, I still remember when I was first when I was thinking about getting more serious with sim racing, just racing games, and I had to really think about it for a while if I wanted to get the G29. I think I had to think about it for like a month before I actually decided to pull the trigger and get it. Fanatec, that's actually a different story because there was a mad lad that actually gave it to me. So I got extremely lucky with the Fanatec's because for a while I thought I was never gonna get one, and then someone just said, "Hey, do you want this?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it. Thank you." Wow, I'm already messing up Sector 1. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the wheelbase for the G29 is like I think it's solid. It gets the job done. Sure, it might make a little noise, a lot of noise depending on how thin the walls are. In your room, but it gets the job done. Especially back in GT Sport, like I had a ton of fun with the G29. I still remember the race I had with Turismo Leicester with the rally cars that Sardinia windmills. Like that, to this day, the closest race I've ever had. The craziest race I've ever had. The best race I've ever had. Where Lester and I we were like duking it out for the entire race, and it felt like none of us were losing pace. And that race was I was in the Logitech. Actually, the setup I had was was something else because I think this was before I got the placing. Like I had it on a makeshift setup, that constantly moved around, but I somehow made it work. Yeah, but like that race, that was on the Logitech, and yeah, it's like one of the best moments I've ever had. I still remember, oh my gosh, the infamous SRT Tomahawk time trial. It's like the very first time it showed up in GT Sport. I was surprised at how quick of a time I was able to set in the G29. I think it was like in the top 30 fastest times. Or there was a time where I think it was like a Delray C at St. Croix C with the Group 4 cars. The G29, and we were able to put in quite a bit of damage. So if any of you don't remember, so back in GT Sport, the top 10 times went by region for daily races. There was like a third-party site where you were able to see how the fastest times in the world. But I still remember for that specific daily race with the G29, I was able to get first in the region. And I think it was all of Americas. So it wasn't like NA and CSA as different regions. It was all of Americas. And I was able to get first for like that daily race time trial. And I was in the G29. I think it ended up being like third in the world somehow. It's like I feel like part of it had to do with that combination just being really weird, where I was able to just pop off. It was like every now and then, well, not every now and then, it's like once in a very, very blue moon, there would be like a very strange combination, but for some reason I just get good at it. Like, what was it? The Group B at Windmills back in GT Sport. For some reason, I was really good at that combination. SRT Tomahawk at the Nordschleife. Somehow, I was really good at that. Group 4 at St. Croix C. Somehow good at it. This is like those really weird combos. It happens like once in a blue. And yeah, like those best moments were with the G29. You don't need $1 billion setup to get good. I don't think so. The trusty old G29 can do it. I think for a while, one of the World Tour drivers was on the Logitech, and he was able to qualify for a World Tour event with Logitech. I'm trying to remember who it was, but I remember them mentioning it. And I thought that was cool. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm on the Fanatec or I'm on the Thrustmaster, and then this guy's like, yeah, I'm on the Logitech. and then you get to the Giga Chats who are like, yeah, I'm on the controller, and I qualified. And that's like, dude, that's crazy. Oh, watery nose. I feel like I can't do that with the controller. I feel like I would need an incredible amount of patience from me. And I don't have that. I'll just stick with the wheel for now. Still can't quite get out of my head now about switching to the Logitech. I might do it. I just might do it. But then the question is, but the next question comes up: where am I gonna put the Fanatec? I mean, I still have the boxes for it. This is gonna be a bit of a pain trying to store it away, especially if they're heavy. Don't get me started with the pedals, because I know the pedals on the Fanatec. Ooh, that's gonna be the hardest thing to put away. I can't put it on a shelf because it's pretty heavy. So I'll have to find a good place for it and make sure it's protected so it doesn't get any dust. So I'll have to figure that out. Only an hour's passed by here. It's crazy. That was not the best turn, but we're going to keep going with it. It doesn't even feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour. It feels like I'm going not that fast. I saw a message. Can you let me complete this up first, and then I'll check. Because I feel like this could possibly be the 210. I think I remember seeing that I was gonna accept it, but I just couldn't find it because I'm a bit of a dum-dum. I'll look for it. If I can't find it right away, send me a new one. Okay, let me check first. Let me check after completing this lap. This is probably this is not a 210. I'll be surprised if it's a 210. Just shy. Can you send me a new request, Turbinas? Yes. Yeah. If you can cancel the request and then just send it again, should pop up on my notifications. I did not. When I had the G29, I never modded it. It was fully stock. But once the part's here for it, then it's gonna be modded. I believe like the part got like it's basically I guess you could say it's like a spring replacement. that felt good. And when it shows up, I should make note that when it shows up, the part for the brake pedal on the G29, to take pictures of it. I was way too impatient right there. Also, the reason why I mentioned about resending the friend request, I have a lot of friend requests I haven't gone through. I think it goes back up to like 2024. So it's like I don't want to like scroll through all of that. But if you resend it, it should go back up to the top, and then I don't have to go that far. To find it. This is gonna show up. Yay! You're about to find out my real name. Even though I put in my profile, don't ask for close friend requests. But I'll make an exception. I think like the real name that I put on the PlayStation thing is just Missed MC8. Yeah, but I never modded the brake pedal on the G29 or the G923, because I think the G923, I think it had a slightly different brake pedal. I don't remember what the difference was, but I remember seeing something about it being a little different from the G29. As for the pedal that I have behind me, that's a Logitech. I actually, because it's been so many years I've had it stored away, I actually don't know which pedal or like which set it's from. I don't know if it's from the G29 or the 923. I remember the 923 feeling a bit better to me, but because I have no idea if that's the one I managed to keep, I kind of decided not to bother and just get the thing replaced. Yeah, because I did think about it. I was like, maybe I can just wait a little bit and see if the brake pedal is the one that I liked from the 923, but it's like I'm not gonna know. It's been so many years at this point. I'm just gonna just buy the brake mod and then have it come with the potential replacements. That was such a terrible first couple of turns, but I'm just gonna, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep going, but then I just overshot the tunnel. You're welcome. Thanks for resetting the friend request, so I don't have to go through all the friend requests I haven't ever accepted or declined. I'll see when I was like, oh, that's a friend request, and then I just forget about it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna reply to it, and then I forget about it. I'm a terrible person. I need to brake earlier. I'm just starting to drive like a dum dum. I'm probably gonna go. I do want to get to 210. I believe it's possible. I just need to lock in. I'll give myself like another 20 minutes, and then I'll just call it quits. The only thing is that I don't know when I'm going to stream when I'm going to stream again. I definitely do want to try out. I definitely do want to try out Tokyo Extreme Racer, and also Ridge Race. Like the first Ridge Racer is also on the available on the PlayStation, the PS5. Like, okay, let me show you real quick. Like, not okay, because there's two different Ridge Racers. We got to make this clear. So there is this one, the Arcade Archives 2. Not this one, because this one is, I believe it's literally just like the first level from Ridge Racer, and that's it. But like a few months ago, Bandai released the entire Ridge Racer, like the full game, and I've been meaning to stream that. I've just never gotten around to it. I think I also have Ridge Racer 4 on the PS5. I also want to try a couple games that I've, through Magic, because I managed to find a way to get a couple old games through Magic. And I'm hoping, I've already done like a couple of test streams like a month ago or two where I want to see how it performed, and it seems like my computer can handle it. So what I want to do is stream some of the games I've played when I was a kid. So we're talking like Gran Turismo 3 and 4, Burnout 3, Hot Wheels Velocity X. I believe I have another Ridge Racer game. What? Is it right there? I know I have a Ridge Racer game somewhere for the PS2. It's on a shelf somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I would love to get to replay these games for the first time in like 20 years. Some of these PS2 games I've never had the chance to play, and I would love to try them out. I think I even have like one of the Tokyo Extreme Racer games from the PS2, and I've never had a chance to play it, and I would love to try it out. Especially for like the older Gran Turismo games, like we're talking 3 and 4. I don't think I've ever been able to 100% them, because I was an idiot and I was a kid. If I could find a way to get Gran Turismo 2 to play on my computer, I would definitely love to do that and do like a playthrough of GT2. Because I think that'd be awesome. That and one of my favorite racing games, Tokyo Highway Battle. I remember playing that game a lot, and I was terrible at that game. I remember, I don't know if you guys ever remember Game Shark. That was the game I would Game Shark the most, and I would still lose. Because I was an idiot. And a kid. But more so an idiot. Yeah, I'll need to check and see if there's a way to play PS1 games on the PC through Magic. I know I got the PS2 one to work. I don't know about the PS1. I can already tell on the day I get to Midnight Club 3, that's going to be a lot of fun. Because Midnight Club 3 was one of these games I played the most during the PS2 days. I'm overshooting it. What other game did I play? Oh, Crazy Taxi. Oh my god. Crazy Taxi was a lot of fun. What's that another game I played along with PS2? That was a racing game. I know Burnout 3 was definitely like the one that I played the most. I think that might have been it. I just thought of a game to make us all suffer. I'm not going to say the name of the game. But when the day comes where I stream it, you all 100% know which game I'm talking about. So, I'm going to keep that secret. Because I'm definitely going to suffer once I play that game. Apex? I have no idea what that is. I should gain a bit of time right there. Oh, please turn. Please turn. Please turn. You turned. Oh yeah, just let me know who you are. I mean, I'll probably see it right now whenever I finish it up. Yeah, go ahead and send it. That is before the stream ends, because once the stream ends, I'm going to forget. And I'm very good at forgetting things. I'm great at forgetting things. Which is bad. Oh, that was too late. Never mind. Wait. No, that was late. Just by a smidge. Oh my god. So every time I would think that I'm getting the braking zone right for the fallen chicane, and I get it completely wrong. At this point, it is not. At this point, it's just happened. It's just terrible. Gotta break that. Ooh. I got a lower drop for. That's gonna be a cute little secret between me and the four of you. Did you know? Way back in the days when I was a little lad, little-ish lad, teenage lad, I used to play the violin, and I used to draw it. I'm sure I saw the violin somewhere. Actually, oh no, it's here in this room. I know that. It's just that it'll be a bit of a hassle to get it. Except there's a couple problems with the violin, because lately I've had lately I've had a thought about playing the violin again, but the bow is completely cooked. Like all, like the bowstring, it all fell apart. I have no idea how that happened, but it happened. So I have to find a way to replace that. I have to probably have to go to like a repair shop and be like, hey, can you fix this? Or not like a repair shop, but like a music shop. Be like, hey, can you fix this? I'd probably have to get the strings and the violin restrung as well, like, give it new strings and then just tune it from there. And then I'll figure out how to play it again, because the last time I played the violin was many years ago that I am a little sad to admit. I think it was oh my god, has it been that long? What was 2012? Oh my god. Has it really been like 14? Oh my god. 14 years. Oh god. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I should probably get back into playing again, especially lately, because like I've heard, like I've been listening to some songs where and then like I hear like the melody, right? And then I was just thinking to myself, like, I could probably play that on the violin. Like if I really put my mind and time into it, I could probably play it on the violin. So it's like I want to get back into it again. Singles with drawing. I've had a pretty crazy itch to draw again. So I just doodle every now and then. Lately, I want to try to learn how to draw like really cool things. The only thing is that I remember a couple years ago I did try to draw, like do like digital drawing. So like this is like if you have like a drawing tablet, like the digital drawing tablet. I had a hard time getting into it. It just feels a little too overwhelming for me to learn. So I feel like that's something that I would need a lot of time to invest, which kind of puts me off. But when we're talking about traditional drawing, so like getting your, like actually using your hands and like pencils and paintbrushes and stuff like that I can do. Yeah, back in high school, I would draw a lot. And I remember taking art classes in high school. Did you know? Okay. Did you know? I don't know if you guys know like about AP classes, which is like the advanced classes, and if you pass like the final AP test, you can get college credits. Did you know there was a such thing as AP Fine Arts? I have questions about that to this day. How do you judge, or how do you grade art for it to be a passing grade in an AP class? Because we get I think the way we did it was like we would submit, I think it was like 5 or 6 of pieces of art that we drew, and upload it to I forgot what it's called. I think it's College Board. But then we'd also send over 2 pieces of art that we were the proudest of. So I remember we sent over to them, they grade it, and then they give us like, and then they tell us the results like a while later. But to this day, it's like, how do you grade art? Just something that still confuses me to this day. Like, how do you like get a piece of art from someone? You look at it and you're like, yeah, this is a 3. 3 out of 5. Or like, yeah, like how does one judge it? And that's something that I genuinely don't understand to this day. And I'm a little afraid that it is one of those things that I'm never going to understand, and will never understand or find out for the rest of my life. That's one of those things, one of the few things that keeps me up at night. Anyways, I used to draw a lot. I was especially fond of drawing with color pencils. We're not talking like the Crayola color pencil. We're talking like Prismacolor. I remember back in the day, like that was like the good stuff. Those were like the color pencils you wanted to get. And it's like they were like super rich in color, super. You can really make it super saturated. I remember there was someone that I shared the class with for one of the art classes. Like, oh my god, like he was amazing at drawing things, and I would observe the way that he would like color things in, and it's like he would find ways to just make it like super vibrant, and especially like whatever he ended up drawing, is like it would just look beautiful, and I would just be like, dude, I wish I could. I want to draw like you one day, because you just do amazing things. And then I stopped drawing because college happened. You sent it? Okay, before I forget. View all requests. Is it there? Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Is it a message? Okay. Not seeing it here. Somebody actually X goes 5. I'll just take a screenshot of your name. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, the way that College Board graded artists is, I'm never gonna understand it. The art teacher I had, like, he was pretty chill, so it's like, basically, it's like if he saw that you were putting time and effort into it, like he'll give you 100. So I was like, all right, not too bad. Do I? No, I don't. I have a couple of the things I drew in high school. They're hidden away somewhere. So I'm also trying to get back into drawing. So that's why, like, recently I ordered some Bristol paper because I remember that and color pencil, like, they go very well together. But I just ordered like a smaller size, slightly smaller size, because I want to ease myself back into drawing again. honestly, I hope that I can get back into drawing enough to where I decide that I want to go back, or that I want to try digital drawing again. Because I feel like if I can, get a good grasp of that, and or to be back into like traditional drawing, then it's like I feel like that would. I don't know about opening up new opportunities, but just like allow me to experiment a lot more. I feel like that'd be awesome. Anyways, I can already tell this is a terrible lap, so I'm just gonna restart. So many things I want to do, so little time. Such is life. Draw again. I want to keep doing YouTube stuff, play other racing games. I want to play violin again. I want to take pictures again. I want to shrimp from the Oshis again. So much to do. That wasn't the best turn, but I'll take it for now. Yeah, just not being able to hear the sound from the car is what makes it so hard for me. Don't get all the feedback because it's an EV. I'm just trying to deal with it the best I can. It's definitely not how to deal with it. Okay, that's actually not too bad because I just caught up a little bit. Just a little bit. Small problem with this car, it doesn't like to, what do you call it? It doesn't really like to oversteer. It just understeers. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a little nice if this car can have like just like a hint of oversteer. Of course I turned into it. What else was I going to say? I think I was going to say something, but I completely forgot. Oh my god. Summer. Oh, I just remember about summer. Summer is going to be a wild time. Not just because of the World Cup. Because there are a couple of things I've planned out that I want to go to. I don't know if I can actually do all of them. A big reason, if I'm not so sure, it was money. It's going to cost a lot of money. ahead with the ghost. Hold on. Let me shut up first. Just trying to. That was kind of. Anyways, yeah. It's gonna cost a lot of money, so it's like I may have to skip out on one event, the expensive one, and then just save the rest of the money for the other two, because the other two events are local, which is great because that means less transportation costs. Whereas with the other one in question, I'll have to go by plane and try to get a hotel. And hotel in LA is expensive. Especially for the time of the year that's going to take place in. That was a terrible turn. Oh, I just lost so much time right there. And overshot it again. That's actually an improvement. I'll be surprised if that's a 210. And not surprising. Anyways, yeah, I think I saw that. I'm trying to remember how much I saw hotels were going for, but it's like it's dummy expensive, and I'm like, oh, am I gonna want to fall through with that? Am I really gonna want to push through with that? Because if I do want to push through with it, I have to aggressively save money. So I may just end up not going to it, which makes me sad because I really wanted to go this year. But if it means I have more money to play with for the other two events, then I'll take that. Then I'll just do that. And then there's Car Week. Oh, Car Week's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, why'd you overshoot it this time? I thought it braked at the right moment. Lost a lot of time. Too sloppy. However, I gain a bunch of time right here. Up on the ghost. Not turning. I'll be surprised if that's. Oh, that was a super sloppy 210. I got the 210, but that was super sloppy, especially in the second half. That was. I almost threw it out of the way. I'll do a few more laps and then call it a stream. Actually, it's almost at the 2 hour mark. I have no idea how many likes this stream has, but if there's at least one like, then thank you. If this stream has one like, I'll be a happy person. I actually don't know how many likes it has. On a random Tuesday evening. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. Hopefully not late at night, because I am trying to catch up on my sleep, because past couple weeks I've been pretty sleep deprived to where it's actually been catching up to me, and it's kind of been messing me up. So I'm trying not to stay up as late, especially in the middle of the work week. So I probably might go to sleep within the next hour or so. So we got up to 10, which is good. Now I'm about a second off from the best times. It's going to be a bit of a tall ask, but... Oh, I'm hovering the brake. It's going to be a bit of a tall ask, but I really want to see if I can try to get a low 210. Not tonight, though. That's too tall for an order. But if I can try to get that before the time trial ends, then I'll be pretty happy with That's the thing with this car. You got to brake early, because this thing definitely feels a bit boaty to drive. And the brakes feel mushy. Get a bit of water. I can't believe that tomorrow's Wednesday. This week is flying by a bit too quickly. I don't know how I'm going to stream this weekend. I feel like nowadays I kind of stream whenever I feel like I want to stream. I don't know if that's good or bad. I want to try to be more consistent with something. If I find out what I want to stream on Saturday, then I'll probably say something, or just like throw up a waiting room. I also wanted to record a couple things. That are hopefully not GTWS related, because oh my god, that's tiring, and I kind of just don't want to think about GTWS, because the moment I think about it, I'm probably going to lose sleep. Definitely give it a go. And hopefully you're able to improve on your times. This time trial ended up being a bit trickier than I thought. And honestly, I kind of like that. Oh, yawning. it's already 11:33. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call this stream in a few minutes. No! I'm getting myself set up wrong all the time now. I know I can do it. I just need to... Oh, excuse me. I need to actually get the car set up just right. And not try to force my way through. Let's give it another go. Kinda wish it was sports medium tires instead of sports hards, but I lost a bit of time right there. I lost quite a bit of time right there. Yeah, there was a turn or two where I was just trying to force the car through, and the car was not responding. I think I was going too fast into one of the corners, so I just ended up understeering. Too bad this car doesn't have a car. Okay, now that was okay-ish. Could run a little better. Ooh, that was really close to the wall on the right. Come on. I'm getting way too aggressive into the long tunnel. And because of that, I hit the wall. Yo, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day or night so far. I'm over here getting sleepy. I'm trying to do a few more attempts before I have to go to bed. Good to have you here. Hopefully you're doing well. And for those who don't know what is going on, this is a strange, interesting, kind of, well, maybe to some, interesting lifetime challenge with Afeela at Trial Mountain, and it's only for those in Japan or the USA. I don't know why they excluded it to just those two countries, but they did. What do you get if you get the fastest time? I actually don't know. Probably bragging rights. Because I didn't see a mention of a prize for the time challenge. to do. Oh man, I think we gotta go to sleep. you and I, we gotta go to sleep. I'm trying to catch up with my Z's because I've been a little sleep deprived lately. That was a much better turn. I just gotta try to bring it home. This is difficult because you don't hear anything. Oh my god. Yeah, the final chicane is the turn that's been giving me the most trouble. It's either I get it just right or I overshoot it and end up on the other side of the track. And right there, I thought I had it right, but apparently that was way too late. Let's try to see if I can bring my time down just a little bit more before I call it a night. Okay, we're cooking. I think we're cooking. So I'm probably like just a teeny tiny bit ahead of the Ghost because I have it offset to 2/10. And then I know the Ghost overshoots this corner of the head. So it's about a 10th gain right there. All right, got to brake nice and early. Nice and early. Too early. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'm going into the vortex. Well, there goes my sleep tonight. We're going into the vortex for this. Yeah, I rarely drive EVs in the game, so it's like it's definitely an experience. Trying to get the feedback without relying on sound, because well, the car doesn't make any sounds. I hear something here, but and bumper cam. I don't use bumper cam. I'm a chase cam person. Oh, that's gonna be too much. Never mind. something I've been thinking about getting. I don't know if you guys know what Elgato Stream Deck is. So it's like a thing you plug in with a USB cord to your computer. There's like 6 buttons that you can program it to anything you want. So I've been thinking about getting one. So it'll make my life a little bit easier if I do decide to stream. That was never gonna work. I feel like it might help a bit more because I only have one monitor, so it's like whenever I gotta switch modes or something like that, I gotta switch from HDMI to DVI, all that jazz. But with the Stream Deck, I could probably just do it. I can push a button, and then we're good to go. So I've been thinking about getting one. It's just that they're expensive. I think they go for like $150. $150. So it's like, do I want to get it? I'll just sleep on it, and it's been like 2 months. Unless if it goes on sale. If anyone knows history of the Elgato Stream Deck going on sale, do let me know so that I can just wait until it goes on sale, and then I'll put the trigger and buy it. Till then, I'll just wait. Let me see if I can try to lock it because I ain't been sleeping for a minute. I'm trying not to get too busy right here. Really easy to mess it up. Point stated. You know what I just realized? I forgot to post about this stream on Twitter. That's okay. For whoever's here, this will be our little secret. Okay, yeah, I just clipped the grass and actually got the car to turn anymore. Alright guys, pro tip, clip the grass, force the car to turn. Okay, that might not work, never mind. Although it wouldn't surprise me if someone's actually doing that to get like a top time. I think in the Nordschleife there's like a specific turn where you can do that. I lost a lot of time. And then gain some time. I just haven't touched the wall. try again. Something I thought about doing is like if I do a Euro truck or American truck stream, I might have like a little playlist. That way we're not listening to constant silence or the constant sound of the track. Something I'm thinking about. But I'd have to be very careful with music. Because they're probably going to get copyrighted to hell back. So that'll be a lot of fun to deal with. Lost time there. Game time here. Wow, but I'll take it. The only thing is that I'm probably like at 0. So like not ahead nor behind as it goes. Probably just right behind it. Time wise. Flash, how's it going? Good to see you again. That's a bit of time game right there. Bring it home. No! I am stuck in the vortex. Luckily, it's not midnight yet. It's only 9 minutes till. So much for sleeping. Sleep? I don't know what that is. We're cooking. Kinda cooking. Okay-ish. I'm actually gaining on the ghost. Okay. Working good. Alright, let's bring it home. 7 p.m. Lucky. If you don't know what the heck is going on, this is the Afeela time trial that's only available in Japan and the US for some reason. Yeah, I feel like they could have easily made this available to everyone, but for some reason they decided, hey, you know what? Only 2 countries get to play this. And that was a turn of all time. Now watch me botch this. It's either a break too early or a break way too late. There's no in between. I'm trying to get... I feel like I could probably get a 0.7 right now. And I really want to try to get that before I go to sleep. Probably some of you guys are waking up to this like, hey, what's going on? It is one of the quietest time trials in Gran Turismo 7 history. You're getting an Afeela ASMR. We're cooking. We're really close to the wall. Oh, that was... I honestly thought I was going to turn into the wall on the left. I actually got scared for a moment there. Alright guys, hear me out. What if I did a lap guide, but ASMR style, as a joke? I feel like that wouldn't work because I'm a guy. Guy voice. I should hire someone to just do the lap guide, or like voice the lap guide, and then just stitch it all together. Yay! I'm out of the vortex for now. But I will take this. This is probably going to be a... I'll be surprised if it's a 0.6. Yeah, I got it right. I actually got it right. Alright, I am honestly happy with the progress I've made tonight. I can't believe I was no life in this, but... it brings me back to the days where I would really grind this out. And that puts me 20th. I can't say 20th in the world because it's only 2 countries. Yeah, there's 1 American. I'm the 3rd fastest American. Oh, lordy. Yeah, you can see that the Japanese bros are... They already got a good crack at this. Yeah. Thank you. I really want to see if I can try to get a low to 10. I feel like if I really grind this out, I could probably make it work. But that's gonna require a lot of time out of me. Luckily, this is a 2-week event, so I could I want to say I could probably make it work, but it's gonna require a lot of time. But I feel like it's doable. I just need to put the time into it, and I probably don't want to like take like a long break from this, because then I'll probably just forget how to do a lap here, and then have to basically start from square one again. Yeah, I'm honestly happy about this. Is what I mean. Yeah, I got stuck for a while, but it ended up going a lot better than I expected. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to call it a night. Let's see. Yeah, I yeah, for these two, I phoned it in, and then we got this little cutie right here with the provisional world record time. Let's go! It's a fantastic lap. Actually, I want to see what cars are available here real quick. Okay, nothing interesting. Except for that car. This car is the best car that has ever been made. You guys should buy like 20 of this car. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm still tempted on streaming Tuka Extreme Racer and Ridge Racer. I don't know. I might do Tuka Extreme Racing this weekend. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely not Yakuza, because that's not a racing game. I did buy this game a while back, and I don't know if I want to stream it or make a video on it. I don't know. I'll think about it. Also, actually, now that I think about it, where are you here somewhere? Where are you? 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 I still have the disc for Drive Club, and I think I remember I have most of the DLCs for this game. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watch me play that game one day. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. But I definitely want to try Tuka Extreme Racer and Ridge Racer. Because I tried it on the PC, and what was it, when it was in early access? It was a lot of fun. I've heard it's a lot more fleshed out, so I really want to give it a go, especially on the PS5. And the Ridge Racer, I've never played Ridge Racer, except for like the Arcade Archive one that's like somewhere in here somewhere. But yeah, I've never played Ridge Racer. So I really want to give this game a go. Oh yeah, thank you for stopping by and have a great night. Yeah, did you see my request? No, you didn't. I think I took a screenshot of your name, so I'll just add you after the stream. But all right, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's already midnight. I just gotta get out of this seat. You get to hear me struggle, but you can't see me struggle. I really should get the stream deck. Alright, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whichever comes first. Take care, everyone. Have a good night or day.